So here's what I come up with. So I essentially just made a flange on top of the frame I showed previously. The bottom is a little taller because the dashboard sticks up past the window opening. For some reason, you can see the attachment screws and all that. I don't want to see any of that, so I took the liberty. I made this flange on the sides and the top. It's an inch, which I think looks pretty close to original. But this is about 1 3/8 inches, almost 1.5 inches. I think that'll cover up those dash screws and look like a more professional piece once it gets painted. Again, I just used 18 gauge for the frame. You know, the old template trick. Cut everything out. I welded it on the bottom side. Here's the bottom. I just welded around this outer edge because I know the windshield opening is kind of rounded, so that'll seat down in there real nice. Before I welded any of that on, I stitched the whole inside of the flange all the way around, and then I knocked it down with a hard wheel, and then I also used a round die grinder bit. I use this guy right here because I know when the glass goes down inside that flange, there can't be any burrs, anything inside that thing. So, and then of course I was afraid to weld the outside because I didn't want the frame to grow in size. So I kept the weld on the inside, stitched all the way around, and just made sure that it was as smooth as I could get it without compromising the weld itself. So here I set the frame with the flange on it in the car. Looks pretty decent. You know, it's symmetrical, fits side to side real nice. So the next thing I'll do, I'll shim it up just a little bit so this bottom is not touching the cowl. Then I'll attach the top hinges on the inside. These are the hinges that came with here. These are supposed to be rare or whatever, but I don't think I can't make it. So they bolt in these hinges here, and in theory this thing will swivel out by using the window crank down here, which I'll also have to make an attachment for. So on to the next step.